And child, let's get into this story because this is definitely I wanted to come in with this foolishness. Let's talk about this DoorDasher who posted this video of a customer, and she okay. So what happened was this. I'm gonna try to be nice. I'm not gonna use the profanities and things, but this broad had the nerve to she was delivering food to this man's house. She says the door was open. So she went in the house to deliver the food when he actually on the DoorDash thing said that he wanted her to leave the food outside the door. But according to the ring cam, she opened up the door, went in, saw the man passed out on the couch, butt naked, all his meat and potatoes and everything hanging out, and had the nerve to walk up out of the house, make a video, and post on TikTok that she was sexually assaulted. Where they do that at? But before I get to the whole tea, well, I do have the video. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk. We'll play that in a second. So what happened was last month, this driver wound up gaining widespread attention online after alleging that she showed up at this man's house to see the door left ajar with him plainly in sight and dozing off, exposing her to indecent exposure, prompting her to record the scene and upload it to TikTok. Because this apparently is what these thirsty ass, hungry for attention Gen Zers like to do. Every little situation they got going on, they want to be oppressed so fucking bad that they jump on social media and say, I was sexually assaulted. Bitch, you don't even know what the meaning of sexual assault means. It does not mean that you go up in somebody's house and you see a dick accidentally and then saying that you was assaulted. Did he smack you in the face with it? No. You saw it, you went up in somebody's house, entering that which is breaking and entering on somebody's property because you opened the door and went in because this is what the ring cam showed. Thank God he had that because his career would, his life would be over. He would probably have to register as a sex offender or something or other because you want to come out here making a bunch of damn TikTok videos because you want a moment. So basically, the DoorDash driver who claimed that she lost her job after posting a video on her TikTok of a nude man inside her home during a delivery was arrested on November 10th for the incident and has now been charged. Olivia Henderson, who's 23 of Oswego, New York, is now facing one second-degree felony count of unlawful surveillance and one first-degree felony count of dissemination of unlawful surveillance image. And that's because she decided as she's walking away, and you see the man naked in the background, you posted this on TikTok, and you already know TikTok's rules. Just like if you go on Facebook and if you want anything meta or anything TikTok, you can't post anything sexual because your page will get strikes and eventually banned. But of course, this shit for brains didn't even realize that. So Olivia Henderson is now facing a second, and she's 23, by the way. So clearly her brain hasn't fully developed yet, or her frontal lobe she's now facing one second-degree felony count of unlawful surveillance and one first-degree felony count of dissemination of unlawful surveillance image. Each charge carries up to 4 years in prison. So Henderson could face up to 8 if found guilty on both and sentenced to serve them consecutively. Hope it was worth it. Despite Henderson's charges, the Oswego Police Department considers this an active investigation, noting that they are continuing to look into the circumstances surrounding the incident and are in talks with the Oswego County District Attorney's Office regarding the prosecution of these charges. Now, according to Henderson's own account, she was delivering to a house on Sunday, October 12th, with a note from the customer that the order be left at their front door. Clearly, she can't read. Or maybe it's because it was a note and y'all so used to reading shit on your phones, you don't know the difference. So if he left a note and said, leave it on the front door and bitch, don't come in my house, why the fuck are you in my house? And now you filming. See, now I said I was going to be nice, but when people do dumb shit, it just irritates my entire spirit. So this is according to the police report reviewed by multiple news outlets, including Law and Crime, and I like Law and Crime because they be on it, and People. 3 days later, Henderson posted a video that she claimed to have recorded upon her arrival, explaining that their front door was wide open and they were within eyesight of the front door, laying on the couch indecently exposed, according to the New York Post. The man in her video had his pants and underwear around his ankles. Now, here's the thing. If the man had his pants and underwear around his ankles and told him to leave the food, he don't know who's coming, if it's a male that's going to be delivering food or a female. But if I'm in my house, butt ass naked, laying on my couch, that's my motherfucking house. I can lay up in my house any which way I choose because I pay the bills. So what you mad for? And you're gonna get up here and talk about you was sexually assaulted. But anyway, before we get to the rest of the story, I do have the video. So let's get to the video. Shout out to the neighborhood talk for this, and we'll come back and talk. Please hold. Yeah, look at her outside the door filming.
That's fucked up. 3 days ago, October 12th, 2025, I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver. Excuse me if you've already seen this. This is my third time posting this because TikTok keeps silencing me and taking my videos down and giving me strikes. So if I get one more strike, you guys, I'm just letting you know right now my account is going to be banned. So I'm going to try to word this as chill as possible to avoid getting this video striked. So on October 12th, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open. Their lights were on, and they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me. I got this on video, and I'm not even going to be posting the video clip anymore because I'm pretty sure that's what's getting me the strikes. But yeah, I reported it to DoorDash, and DoorDash did ban the customer. And then 2 days later, DoorDash banned me, which doesn't seem unrelated. I appealed, and they were supposed to respond to my appeal within 7 to 10 business days. They didn't even provide me a reason for my deactivation. They're supposed to send an email. They didn't. So I contacted support, and they told me to continue with my appeal without knowing a reason why. There's an option to select, don't know why I was deactivated, and then you still have to explain yourself. So I did. And within 12 hours afterward, they had already denied my appeal. So I'm really never getting my DoorDash account back. DoorDash deactivated me. DoorDash punished me for exposing my assaulter, and TikTok is currently punishing me for exposing my story time. And this is the only justice I'm getting because I also reported this to the police, and the police are doing nothing. So what? You're going to take down my videos and give me strikes and just expect me to be like, oh, I just better shut up. I just better sit here and be quiet. I just better not say anything else. I've lost my job, my only way to pay my bills and make a living. I've also gotten assaulted, and the police are doing nothing to help me. So let me just shut up. You know, the videos got taken down. Nobody has to know what happened to me. No. I'm going to keep telling my story. Like, this is the only justice I'm getting, is exposing this man and having posted that video and it has gone viral. Like, now he can live with shame and embarrassment if people have seen it and knows who he is or where he, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the one being punished. He's not getting in trouble with the police. He didn't lose his job if he has one. Like, what's going on with him? Why am I getting fired? Why are my videos getting taken down? And why am I getting strikes? Like,
Well, I'll tell you why your videos are getting strikes and you're getting fired and all these other things, because you're posting indecent stuff on TikTok. You dummy. You can't be posting nudity on TikTok. That's why they're coming at you. Now, regardless of if this story turns out to be true, then you go and you prove all of this. First of all, according to DoorDash, they said that she said she don't have access to her money. How she gonna be able to pay her bills and stuff? According to DoorDash, she does have access to her money. So they're like, what's she talking about, Willis? Like, she has access to getting the money that she was making from tips or whatever the case is. Now, in regards to this whole situation, you saying one thing, but thank God this man had a ring cam, because she's living there saying, oh, he was pretending to sleep because he saw that I was a woman. No, the fact of the matter was, you went up on that man's property, the door may have been slightly ajar, whatever the case was, your ass was being nosy, and because you saw something you shouldn't have seen, now you want to get mad and you want to create a whole narrative, because this is what I'm getting from this. And especially with the ring cam saying other stuff. You wanted to create a narrative because you want to be a victim. And didn't they say that, you know what, shout out to, I don't want to lump all of you in it, so if it don't apply, let it fly. But they always said the most dangerous person is a white woman that's running around here. Because in the days of Emmett Till on down, a lot of y'all come up in here and you weaponize your tears and all that other stuff, and you will be out here willing to ruin somebody's life because if you act a certain way, if you put on a certain performance, you end up ruining this man's life. I don't know if he's black or whatever his race or whatever is, but you coming out here doing all this and not having a clear understanding on why you're being held accountable for the mess that you created, because you want to be a victim so damn bad. This is why you was wondering, oh, why I want people to see what he looked like so his job be, his life will be like you literally out here on social media trying to ruin somebody's life over some story, cockamamie fucking story you created in your head. So if you're going to do that, and karma works fast because we see now what's happening to you. You being charged with all this other stuff. So there was no case there. Then why are you being charged with all of this? You're not innocent in this. So I understand like a lot of you new generation kids don't understand consequences for your actions, but bitch, this is an episode we're gonna have to stick in called fuck around and find out. And you fucked around and now you about to find out the consequences of you posting somebody's personal nude body parts or whatever the case is, because they in their house. I'm inside my house. It ain't like I came to the door, dick swinging, grabbing my shit. Now, if I did that while I see you at the door, and I've seen videos of people doing that on social media, like on OnlyFans, well, on some of them other platforms, where there are people who come to the door, pleasuring themselves, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. What's the name? New York Sexcapade, like a bunch of them be up there doing that mess where they go and they do videos where delivery people or DoorDash, whoever is delivering food, Uber Eats, whatever you use, and they up there in the doorway beating they meat while they giving you stuff and filming it. Now, if that was a situation where he was doing that, then I'd be like, I'm on your side with it. But that's not what happened. So now you create a whole narrative, and now this is where we are. So according to let's read some of the comments. Excuse me. Over there on the neighborhood talk. So some of the people said, one person said that Ring camera saved that man's life. Another person said, meanwhile, she was on TikTok screaming like he did something to her. Another person said, and this is all women saying this, by the way. And one other person said, she basically assaulted that man. May he get justice, and she should be on a registry or something. Another person, oh, make it make sense. Hey, Mims, he said, child, hold on, because I didn't even know that he was up in here making this comment. I shout out to Make It Make Sense. I like him. But he said he about to get paid. Another person said TikTok needs to permanently ban her as well. Another person said, and they lie so confidently too, and do. Another person said, good, because if a man did what she did, y'all would lose your minds. She absolutely deserves this. And another person, as I said before, they called her ass, they said they put Emmett Till. Absolutely. And somebody said the Uno reverse card was used. OMG. And Bobby Lights in the comments said, I hope she goes to jail. And another person said, you trespass in his home, silly Billy. This generation is crashing out to go viral. Absolutely. And that's what I said. Y'all willing to ruin people's lives and destroy what it is that they got going on just because you want to have a moment on social media. I can't stand some of y'all that literally, like, I'm on here using social media in a purpose of celebrity news, gossip, entertainment, anything that's going on. Like I have the gift of gab, so I'm using it in the right way. And a lot of y'all just be wanting that moment because them endorphins. You need y'all pussies to be puckering with them endorphins, and so y'all willing to destroy somebody's life because you want a little bit of that juice jolting through your body. So hope the bitch gets the book thrown to her. If she ends up doing time for this, she need to do time, and they need to use her as a damn example for if you're gonna be out here trying to use your little fake white crocodile tears, if you're gonna be up in here acting like a damn saltine and you're gonna be using your little tears to weaponize in order to ruin somebody's life, oh no, bitch, you need your life ruined even worse. And thank God that man had a ring cam because now it showed you for the fraud that you are, the fake ass bitch that you are, and you should be held accountable for the charade and the shenanigans that you pretty much created because you want to go viral on some damn TikTok. I hope it was worth it. So, I hope the juice was worth the squeeze. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story in regards to this DoorDash situation? Um, Well, I should have probably read the rest of this whole thing because they said that she followed up with another video garnering 7 million views, according to the Post Standard, where she declared, "This is a man's world. I'm the girl." Bye. We're talking about she a victim, but then somebody went and said, "This is what." The Oswego City Police Captain Brian Thompson told Live 5 News. He said she recorded him without his consent and then subsequently disseminated those videos. And isn't that revenge porn that you posted in somebody's video of them naked without their consent on social media? Because and then creating a whole narrative around it. because you seen something that you didn't want to see, and because your eyes was violated, now you want to go out here and create a whole narrative for attention. And so that when you're making social media posts, take an extra second to think about what you're putting into this world. And a lot of them don't. A lot of y'all be all on vibes and emotions and don't really think about there are consequences down the road to the things that you do within that moment. And then what was it? They also Henderson also posted responses from DoorDash she purportedly received. Well, one that the company also shared to its own TikTok page, reading apart, publicly sharing videos taken inside a customer's home, especially when personal information is involved, raises privacy concerns and is a clear violation of our policies. In order to protect everyone's safety and privacy, we deactivated both the Dasher and the customer's accounts and are working directly with law enforcement for additional guidance. And what people need to realize is DoorDash is protecting themselves, because if this man goes and sues and says that, oh, you allowed this girl to post information about me on social media, he could file a lawsuit not only against the delivery driver, but also DoorDash. And DoorDash is like, I'm not trying to spend money and settle over you being a thirst bucket. Now, in response to her reaching out, Oswego police launched an investigation into her allegation of SA and was immediately able to confirm that Henderson had allegedly taken video of the customer without his consent. Police have further said that the man depicted in the video had been fully cooperative of the investigation and provided a statement. According to the complex, he is not expected to be charged. They indicated that the video had been taken from the exterior of the residence. The Post additionally reports that the ring camera footage of the incident appears to show Henderson letting herself into the man's house, with police saying that there was no evidence that she had been encouraged to go in or film anything. They emphasized that her own video indicates that the male was incapacitated and unconscious on his couch due to alcohol consumption. And who hasn't had a moment where y'all be drinking and I had so much to drink, I'm gonna order me something. I'm gonna muster enough energy to squint in my eyes and everything. Be on Uber Eats ordering, and then once the order goes through, I'm like, okay, I got it. And then I'm gonna pass out on the couch. And then forgot about your order. Now, if it's left out, if I said leave it outside the house, leave it outside the house. But if my shit gets stolen, oh well, that's my fault. I left it outside the house. But the delivery driver complied. They took the picture of the food. It's on the step. I did my part and I went about my business. What you got going on in your house ain't got nothing to do with me. But Miss Emmett Till, accuser, because that's what we're gonna call her, because she literally is giving Emmett Till tease. Um, this is what you wanted. You wanted the attention, and now you got it. I would say be careful what you put out in the universe, because you don't know what form it's going to come in, but this is it. Now, in response to these, she said in a separate post, per law and crime, there have been a lot of people saying things like, I entered the customer's home or I opened the customer's door. But I can assure you that I did not do either of those things. And I've obtained irrefutable proof that the door was already wide open and when I arrived to the customer's house. But due to its importance, I cannot post that proof at the time. Well, look, if this is a situation where you got to make a court appearance, which she is supposed to make a court appearance on December 4th, then you bring said evidence to the judge and your attorney. And if the proof is there, then we will change this conversation. But in the meantime, you in the wrong based off of what the evidence that has been transpired. So I definitely want to hear from y'all in regards to what your overall thoughts are on this story. So let me know what your thoughts are on it in the comments down below.